This is the world's quickest and fastest Audi SUV, and this is Pacific Waterland. It's the Pacific Northwest's largest Audi and Volkswagen show located at the Woodburn Drag Strip in Oregon. September 10, 2023 is the day I've been preparing for all summer long. Today, not only am I going to slightly shatter my own world record, I'm also going to take you guys along for the ride for the most insane experience of a car show, burnout show, and most importantly, what we all love and enjoy on this channel, the thrill of drag racing. And make sure you stick around all the way until the end to see my race against my good friend and foe, Adam Blender from Van City Audi. But first, let's go back in time to overlook the progress I've made so far with my daily driver and the preparation that led up to this amazing event. Yes, this is it. Daily driven grocery getter. Nothing special, you might say, right? What makes it so special is this SUV's heart and soul have been transformed by some insane modifications to propel it into the mid-twos 0 to 60. Exactly 1 year ago, I ran a 10.17 in the quarter mile at a private drag day event with the awesome team at 034 Motorsport. Since that point, I've made major improvements to my setup in hopes of running even a quicker time than ever before. Over the last few episodes, you guys have seen me do modifications and most importantly, preventive maintenance. I changed my engine oil, did a full transmission, differential, and transfer case service to give the transmission and the rest of the driveline a much needed refresh. And after seeing some of this fluid, it was definitely worth doing. Continuing on, I installed this Integrated Engineering catback exhaust system. Not only does it sound absolutely insane with the hybrid turbo, it also helped me drop a couple of pounds from the OEM Audi exhaust and open up some of that exhaust flow for my hybrid turbo to easily dump all that exhaust with minimal back pressure and possibly enabling a few more ponies. And man, did my SUV sound amazing. I also wanted to try something new with my tuning as well, so I purchased some off-the-shelf software from 034 Motorsport and ended up putting some crazy numbers down on the dyno jet. 670 wheel horsepower. Yes, to the wheels. But I still needed to lose a few more pounds. I ended up purchasing this beautiful carbon fiber seat from my good buddy Greg over at Ultra Carbon. This was a significant weight reduction over my Kirky seat setup. I did have to mount it with a makeshift mount, but once it was all said and done, the money spent was worth every single penny, and the carbon fiber was just an added bonus. I also upgraded my brake pads to something with a little bit more bite. The Hawks 5.0s is the option I ended up with, and they definitely did the job I needed them to do. Pairing them up with some 034 lightweight rotors, not only did it provide the braking power I needed, this setup went hard. I even went as far as creating and building my own custom headlight intake for the turbo to suck in as much air as it needed, but that didn't work out too well and my team was not happy with it. Instead, I went for this S34 intake from 034 to get as many turbo noises as I possibly could, but I was still not done. Cooling the TT810 hybrid turbo is arguably the most important part by keeping the intake air temps in check. Luckily, Integrated Engineering had a solution for that. This massive race intercooler capable of 1300 horsepower paired up with their charge pipe gave me the ability not to worry about intake air temps ever again. And yes, we stayed up until almost midnight the night before Pacific Waterland installing this intercooler in preparation, and once that was done, this is where the story begins. I was awake 4 hours later at 4:30 in the morning to load up my SQ5 on the trailer. Considering that Pacific Waterland was just 3 hours away from my place in Seattle, my buddy suggested that we turn it into a trailer queen just in case something happened. Once my SUV was strapped down on the trailer, we headed from Seattle to Woodburn. Driving through Washington just made me realize how beautiful the state is. Trees on both sides, greenery everywhere. Thankfully, our 3-hour trip went without any surprises, and before I knew it, we were pulling up to Pacific Waterland. This was it. Pacific Waterland, the event that so many people part of the VAG community in the Pacific Northwest look forward to every single year. And I was here for only my second time. First thing was to find a good parking spot and unloading the SQ5 off the trailer. In order for the front bumper to clear being loaded onto the trailer, I had to keep my curb rash Forge Star 22s on, but now it's time to take them off and throw on my drag dedicated setup, FCO4s wrapped in DRTs for maximum traction. We had prepped everything else the day before as well, so with the DRTs installed, this is what a drag dedicated SQ5 looks like.
Exactly 1 year ago, I was here at Pacific Waterland with my B9 SQ5, where I ran the world record on my stock turbo that I still hold to this day. Here we are, we're back in 2023. It's gonna be an awesome show. I'm looking forward to show you guys what I can do with my B9 SQ5. Put a lot of time and effort into this SQ5 to make sure that it run optimal, also maximize performance, make sure that I can run a better quarter-mile time. Now, I'm not sure how the track prep is gonna be here today, but I do know that I'm aiming for a low 10. Maybe a 9.9, we'll see how things go. With that said, you guys, look forward to drag racing, a car show, a burnout show, and a couple other things in the works. Let's get right into it.
SQ5 now in the staging lanes, I joined a quick driver's meeting about general drag racing rules and plans for today's event. Unlike me, my buddy Adam is an experienced and avid drag racer, so he explained any drag racing slang that I didn't understand.
And they told us to just get our stuff on and get on the drag strip, so I'm gonna get inside the car and get my first pass in and see how we do.
As I lined up for the first pass of the day, I felt really nervous. I knew I wasn't aiming to set a new record because the track prep wasn't the best, and at this point, the previously cold morning air temperatures already started to climb upwards, but enough excuses. Let's get the first pass in.
It's not bad. I think I just messed up my launch. I gotta figure out my tire pressures, also I'm fuel cutting.
Now AMAX didn't engage because I didn't hold my launch control long enough to build enough boost.
But 10.48 for my first pass, get me into the qualifying pass, and we'll see how things go from there. Pretty sure I think I left my AC on. Oh well, we're working on it. Well guys, we're gonna let the car cool off after the first qualifying pass.
Unfortunately, my nervousness stuck around all day and I had weird trouble launching my car, but you'll see more on that later.
Still kind of getting back in the groove myself and also fuel cutting. So what we did is we added more gas to the gas tank to make sure there's no fuel sloshing. We're gonna line back up and start staging for the second qualifying pass. As funny as it seems, I came and rolled my window down to talk crap to Adam, so lucky him, lucky him. I don't even care, he's running 13s, I'm running 10s, let's go. What is he gonna run? 13.0, not bad at all. guys. Second qualifying run. Still a 10.26 and not bad at all. My 62-130 is looking up and up. Let the car cool down, and I got one more qualifying pass to run a 10.1. It needs to happen. I just need to get a better launch. Yes, sir. Weight savings. Hold on. You're gonna like that.
Oh shit, he's got no door panel.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, you can't tell when you got all the doors closed and the windows up.
Yeah.
This is just like, oh, it's a sleeper.
The fun part, this is actually my wife's daily driver.
Yeah.
I kid you not, she daily drives the car. She'll be driving it tomorrow.
You got a good lady.
I do. She's awesome. Lets me take it out. It's not bad at all.
No wonder they bumped you up to pro.
Yeah, I know, right? Line up for a third and final qualifying pass. I'll just focus on that 60 foot and run at 10.1, you guys.
Making fun of Adam came back to bite me in the back. With the slowest pass I've ever ran on my hybrid turbo, I forgot to turn my traction control off and the ECU just cut all the power, but at least I got to bully the Volkswagen right next to me. What an L, running 11s while making so much power.
Third qualifying run and I ran an 11.2. Wow, amazing. So much for a 10.1. It was just so funny because I did a 3.70 to 60 and then I just shot off after that because I caught traction. Well, that's a reminder to turn my traction control off.
He's f***ing moving! Look at this!
Now make sure you keep watching all the way until the end for that world record run, but first, let me show you guys around.
While my car is cooling down, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to take a little walk around, relax my mind a little bit before I get back to drag racing, and check out some awesome cars. One of the largest supporters of Pacific Waterland is Integrated Engineering. It's awesome to see bigger companies support events like this and bring the community together. Over here we have a very clean B8 S4. I think it's actually an A4. One, sitting pretty. Two, it's got a massive intercooler. If you were to get into the Audis and you haven't owned one yet, something that's cheap and easy to modify and gives you that daily driven power, a B8 A4 is definitely a good platform to start with.
One of the best parts of Pacific Waterland is the car show. True car enthusiasts, each and every one of them showing off their clean builds that I'm sure most of them, just like me, have poured their hard-earned money, sweat, and tears into.
This is where you'll find any Volkswagen you could ever possibly name. To walk around and try to learn something new about some Volkswagens, and then probably get into more drag racing. These are our Mark 3s, right? Mark 3. Bracket racing. Now, the way that Adam explained it to me, the objective basically is to go fast. 10.20 at a minimum, or 10.19 would be really awesome. Dial in my launch and make sure that I get the brake boost on time.
I'll be honest, guys, this was my first time ever doing a burnout in my SQ5 to warm up my drag radials, and from now on, I'm always gonna do burnouts. I'm not quite sure why Draggy was so inaccurate, but there it was, guys. A 10.16 at 135 miles an hour, beating my own world record. Well, this was only a micro record, and you could hear the crowd gasping in the back. I think that was super cool. However, that was not quick enough for me. I needed to go just a tiny bit faster. I was able to go quicker than that, and you guys will see that in just a little bit.
Hey, Adam. beat my own world record.
Yeah, you did. What is that? What is that? 1/1000th quicker?
Yep. Yes, sir.
A win is a win, though. Who cares? And you won your round. What was your 60 foot?
1.53.
What are you normally 60 foot?
1.6.
Way quicker.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, way quicker.
Burnout.
Thanks, Adam.
You're
for,
welcome.
helping me out, man.
If you pay closer attention to the video, you will see that I clearly red lit. The Mercedes had to go first. I had to wait for a green light, but I went to early, had a bad launch, only ran a 10.3. And that meant that I only had one more pass.
Oh my goodness, -1. That is not my best work there. Battle of the century. We got Titan #1, and he is mad.
David and Goliath?
Yeah, something like that. We got Goliath, and he is mad. And we got David, and he is also mad.
Going extremely slow in one corner and extremely fast in the
That's
other.
right, that's right. We got a 13-second car, and we also got a 10-second car that also is an 11-second car today. So Adam's gonna launch it first, and then I'm gonna wait until the maybe 3:30 mark, then I'm just gonna send it full way.
Don't wait too long because it'll look super embarrassing if I beat you in this.
Yeah.
This was it, you guys. 80 Fahrenheit outside. I knew I had to beat Adam to the line and also run a better quarter-mile time, so I did the best burnout I possibly could.
There you go.
I knew this was gonna come down to the 60 foot, so now that my drag radials were warm, I staged up next to Adam. I got my foot on the brake pedal, my other foot on the gas pedal, mashed it all the way down, and as soon as Adam launched, I gave it a couple seconds and let off.
Is he gonna be able to catch me? He might have given me too much of a head start. He's moving. Look at this thing. Wow.
And there it was, a 10.13. I'm not sure why drag it was so slow compared to my drag slip, but we know that the laser was on point with the 10.13 at 135 miles an hour with a 1.50 60 foot, completely obliterating my previous record of a 10.17 at 133 miles an hour with 0 DA.
Beat my own world record. What more could you ask for?
And yes, it was 80 Fahrenheit outside at 1800 DA, and I smashed my own record. This only means that in perfect conditions with the perfect launch, this car has a 9.9.
It seems like the 9-second quarter mile keeps evading me. So the question is, am I finally gonna be able to run it? I guess we'll find out. The next one is the best one. I'll see you guys in the 9s. What you guys got here, huh? What is this?
Clapped out GTI.
A clapped out GTI, huh? So what's exactly done to it?
Potato floor, boost leak, full catch can,
Uh-huh.
white tuning.
Uh-huh.
That's about all we got.
How much power are you pushing?
200 if we're lucky.
All of it, basically?
All of it.
Ah, nice. There you go.
All the power.
At the end of the quarter mile, just yell family, and you get an extra 50 horsepower from Dom Toretto.